Hello guys and welcome to the second video on building the portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And as you can see on the website, so this is where we ended in the first video. So I had the navigation bar on the top, in which on the left hand side I had a logo which contained my photo, and on the right hand side I had education, hobbies, achievements and contact me, which will eventually be converted into hyperlinks. And below that I had the main content, in which left hand side I had a about me section, and on the right hand side I had my photo. So today I am planning to make the contact me page. So first of all, let us go to our code, and first of all, let me make a new file, that is contactme.html. Okay. Now, in the index file, first of all, let me add a hyperlink here. Okay. So I'll add an anchor tag. Okay. And here I will say href is equals to contactme.html. Also in the contact me page, see, I want the main content to change, but the navigation bar will remain the same, right? So first of all, let me copy the complete part, and also I think let me add the anchor text to this also, so that while applying style, it gets applied to all of them. We will add the links to them later on, but for now, just let us add the anchor text, right? So let us write the anchor tags. Uh, yeah, so I have written the anchor tags here, and in the contact me page, first of all, let me copy this completely and I'll paste it in the contact me page, and I'll clear this things which are there in the main division. Okay, and now let us see once how it looks. Okay, so here the color has changed. We will change it in a while. Now let me click on contact me, and it is opening this page, right? And the navigation bar is same for both of them. Now for the contact me page, actually the default coloring has overwritten our style. So what I'll do is, see, I give this style, right, this color to the element. So I'll cut it from here and I'll add it to the anchor tag. So in the navbar list class, for all the anchor tags, add the color this. And I also don't want underline, so I will say text decoration as none. Okay, now let's see once more. Okay, so now it has gone, and if I click on contact me page, it will bring me to this page. Okay, now you will not be able to see the main part here, which is also black in color, because that main division is not having any content. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll change this main division to main contact me. Why? Because uh, it will have a little different flexing style, flexbox attribute. So I'm making it a new division, and I'll copy all these things which are there in the main contact me also. And I'll also add one more thing here, height as, let's say, 85 vh, that is the 85% of the total height. Okay, now let me copy this main completely, and I'll paste it, and I'll write main contact me. I think this was the class name. Yeah, main contact me. Now let's see. Yeah, so this is the contact me page, and if I go to the main page, home page, yeah, so this is my home page, and when I click on contact me, now it has become here also black, because I have given a height to that division. Okay, now in this contact me page, what I want is, I want to add three things. One is the office address, another is the home address, and third is my social media handles. So how will I add it? So on the left hand side here, so I'll first of all divide it into two rows. So in the first row I will have office address and home address, and in the second row I will have my social media handles. In social media handles, I will, let's say, add Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn. So it will be in one row. And for the office address and home address, office address will be in the left part, and home address will be in the right part, or home address on the left and office address on the right part. Okay, but you understood. So it will be in two rows. In the first row, left part with office address, right part with home address, and below part would be social media handles. Okay, So for that, let me give division to it, and this division, there will be two division inside it, right? One will contain office address, home address, and another will contain social media handles. For now, I'll just write here social media handles will come here. Okay. In the first division, I again want to divide that part into left part and right part for office address and home address. So I'll add two more divisions. Okay. Now here, let me add a class as address. Okay, let me add a class as address, and here I will say this is, let's say, home address, and this is office address. Okay, now let me save it and let's see how it's looking. It's not looking basically because the text color is also black, so I need to make it white. So first of all, in the main contact me, I would say uh, in the main contact me, I would say color equals to white. Okay, let us make the text color as white. Now let's see. Yeah, so there is office, home address, office address, and social media handles will come here. Now why are they coming left and right? Because we have copied the style of the main division, main container from the home page, which was display flex, and it was row wise. Are you getting my point? I need to make it column wise, so that home address and office address will come above and social media handles will come below. Okay, so what I can do here is display is flex. Here I can simply say flex direction as column. Okay, now they will come one below the other. Okay, now it's good to go. Now the home address I want it on the left side, and office address I want it on the right side. So this division, which has the class of address, will again be flex box. Are you getting my point? Where one would be on the left and one would be on the right, right? So what I can say is, for the address class, I would say display as flex, align items as center, and justify content as space, let's say space between. Okay, or let us put a space around for now, and let's see. Okay, so it has come in this way. Now if I go on inspect and see, I want to see this, right? Inside this main division, I have home. If I look at this division, then its displays flex, where there is home address and office address. First of all, what I want is, I want its width to be 100%, so that home address and office address will go on the left and right hand side, right? So for that, what I can do is, so which division it is? It is the address division, right? So I can say width is equals to 100%. Okay, now home address is on the left hand side, office address is on the right hand side, as we can see here, right? Now what I want is, so now basically we have positioned the system. Okay, we have got home address on left, office address on right, and social media handles will come below that, right? Now what I want is, I want them to be displayed in forms of cards. Okay, so home address will be a kind of card, office address will be a kind of card. Okay, basically I'll change the background, add a little bit of the border radius, and will add some padding and margin. Okay, so if I look here, for example, because here we will be able to see the live changes, right? So inside the home address, inside this division, I want to add some styling. Okay, so first of all, let me say background color as, let us put it for gray right now. Okay, so that we can see what's happening. Now let me put padding of 10 pixel and 10 pixel. I think it's very less, so I'll put it 30 pixels, and let us put it 50 pixels, and, or no, because more address will also come, so let us keep it 30 pixels and 30 pixels right now. Let us see about the margin, how it's changing. So if I add 20 pixels, so it's not basically changing a lot, right? You can see here, because margin, what's happening is that see, when I add 20% of margin, if I look at here, okay, so if I look at the margin, it is added here, and if I remove it, and if I go to compute it, there is no margin. Are you getting my point? So it's not making that of a difference. And now what I can do is I can add the same thing for the office address. So what it here, background color is gray, and padding is 30 pixels. Okay, one more thing let us add, that is border, 2 pixel solid white, let us say. Okay, and let us say border radius. Okay, so border radius as let's say 10 pixels. Yeah, I think this is looking good. So I'll copy all these things, right, and I'll paste it for this class. Okay, this division. Okay, so let me add a class to this as address content. Okay, or what I can do is inside my address I can call division. Okay, so what I can do is inside address for division class, and this is my style. So let's see how it's looking now. And yeah, why the radius didn't came, border radius is 10 pixels. Okay, so while copying I had made a small mistake. Yeah, so I think it's looking quite decent. Now what things I can add here is, first of all, I'll say font size as 25 pixels. Let us see once. Okay, it's looking much better. Now what I can do here is I had home address, and inside it I will write H4, let's say H4, and I will write, let's say uh, what I can write, 23, uh, let's say Paras Tierra. Okay, Paras Tierra. So let's say it is 623, means sixth building, and 23rd is the house number, Paras Tierra, and let's say sector 145, Noida. Okay, similarly I'll add for office address. Let me add it in H4. So let's say my office address is A90, and Rihanna Heights, sector 111, Noida. Okay, I'm just randomly adding these values. So let us see how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking a bit good, and I think it's looking quite decent. Yeah, now what I'll do is with the help of H5 I'll add phone number. Okay, so phone number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and H5 phone number for office address is 888 999 00. Okay, it's looking cool. Now what else can I do? I can make the home address and office address as underline, or we can leave it as it is. We may change color, like I mean we can do 100 more things, and below I think we'll leave it here. Okay, because basically I wanted to place them at proper places. That is, we have done, I wanted them to to be shown as cards. That I have done. I have added text a little bit. At the end, if we feel, we'll add, when at the end we will be changing fonts and etc., we will add some new fonts to it. Okay, but for now I think it's good. Now let's work on the social media handles. So first of all, I'll also give a class of address to this. Okay, and let's see the changes. It has not made much changes, because in address basically I have, okay, just a second, these were the division inside address, right? And okay, that's why it has not done any changes. Okay, so because I was thinking that the font style added to these should also come there, but actually this is division inside address, and this is in itself the address class I have given. So it gave these properties to it, which will not make a difference because it does not have children inside it, right? But no issues. What we can do is, now here, or else we can add children, right? What I can do is, I will add 3 childrens. Okay, so this would be a very good one. So let's say this would be Instagram. This would be, let's say, LinkedIn, and this would be, let's say, Twitter. Okay, and let's see what are the changes. Yeah, now it's coming something like this, but I do not want it to be something like this. So what I can do is, I can say this is address 2. Okay, and here what I'll do is, I'll copy this address and paste the same thing for address 2. Let's see. Okay, now it's gone. So this all the design which was here, now it is gone. Okay, so now what I can do is, take the I'll say address to division. Inside it, what I want is, background color, I want it to be kind of whitish. Okay, so let me add white, and let me go here and change it a bit. Okay, so let us make something like this, pinkish. Let's see how it looks. Then afterwards, what I want to do is, I want the margin to be auto, and padding to be 20 pixels and 20 pixels, right? And other than that, I want border to be 2 pixel solid white only, and font size is again, let's say, 25 pixels. Okay, border radius also I'll give. So border radius is, let's say, same 10 pixels. Okay, okay, so they are coming something like this. Now what I want is, I do not want its width to be 100%. Okay, so they will come closer to each other. So let's say 70%. Yeah, now they have come close to each other, and I would give a particular height to this divisions. Okay, what I want is, I'll give a particular height. So I can say height is equals to, let's say, 80 pixels. Okay, so now they are coming something like this. I want them to be even closer. So here what I'll do is, I'll say width is equals to 20 30%. Okay, okay, so now they are kind of overlapping, and I need to reduce the width. So 23%. How will this look? Okay, this is looking quite good, right? They have been given 23% of the width, and they are looking quite good. But yes, I know the text and all are not very good, so I need to change them. So I'll first of all change the background. So background, I'll make it to something like this. Okay, let's see. Oh, I changed the background of border. Okay, so let's make this as 96, 218, and 255. Okay, and I will make this again as white. Yeah, now they are looking quite okay, but I think, see what's the I'm not that good at styling, but what the issue is coming is that home address is kind of grayish color, background is black, and this is bluish color, which is not matching much, right? So that's why I want this to be given some different color. And let's see what else can we do. Let us bring it somewhere here. Okay, closer to grayish color. I think this is looking good enough. Okay, I do not want to change it much, so let's keep it like this only. And now what I'll do is, first of all, I want to add icons to them. Okay, so let's say font awesome. Okay, so I want to add icons to it, so I'll go to icons and I'll search Instagram. So I've got the Instagram icon, so I'll select it. Okay, square Instagram, this. Okay, yeah, so I'll copy this and I'll paste it in my division here. Okay, and I'll remove this Instagram. Okay, now let's see, it will not come yet because I also need to add the link. Okay, and I need to add my link, and let's see. So let's go to the home page, and where is my link? So actually I haven't used it from quite a time, but I'll get it. I need to add my link. Okay, so let's open this, and okay, so I need to copy this link and I need to add it here. Okay, in the head part. Okay, so now it should come. Let me also copy it in index file, and now let's see, the icon has come here, and now I think it's looking quite good. So let me search for the Twitter and LinkedIn icons for now, and then we'll see how to size it. Okay, so Twitter, I think we'll take the X sign now, right? So I'll copy this and I'll add it to my Twitter. Okay, so okay, it is added, and now I'll add the LinkedIn one. So yeah, I think this is good to go. Let's copy it and let me paste it. Let me save it, and I think they are good to go. And what I'll do is, I need to change their height and all those things. So we'll change it. For now, I'm thinking whether to mm, change this or not, but let me change it. Okay, so I'll make it H6 and click go, or I would say connect with me on LinkedIn. Okay, and I'll add the same things for Instagram and Twitter. So I'll add it here and I'll add it here. Okay, and I'll change this to Instagram. Okay, and here I'll change it to Twitter. Okay, let's see how it's looking. Connect with me on Instagram, connect with me on LinkedIn, connect with me on Twitter. Okay, now first of all, inside address 2, there is a division in which there is I, right? So first of all, what I'll do is, inside address 2 there is division, and inside it we have I and all. Okay, so first of all, text align, I would say center. Let's see the changes. Now everything has come in the center, and what I want is, uh, for the class FA brands. Okay, because the icons have this class. Okay, FA brands. Okay, so I'm targeting it using that name. I would say the size as I just want to increase their size, so let's say 10 pixels. Okay, so, or I would say width and height, right? So I would say width as let's say 15 pixels. Why it's not changing, or am I feeling that? So for the contact me, I have this inside that I have each division, inside that I have this thing. Okay, now here if I change its width to 20 pixels, it's not changing, right? Why? Because I think it will target the text inside it and not this element itself. So how can I increase the... Okay, so whenever we get something like this, what we do? We Google it. Okay, so how to change height, or I would say size of icon in CSS. Changing size for icon. Okay, so here you can change the size of an icon using the font size, or rather than setting the height and width of the icon. Here is how you do. So they are basically asking us to change the font size. Okay, so let us check the font size, make it to 15 pixels, and let's see the changes. I don't think there is any changes. uh, Actually they have changed it the other way, right? Here they have said style font size, but zero point 0.3. There are four ways to specify. It is pixels, em, and percentage. That's okay, based on its original size. So based on its original size, if we make it 200%, then what will happen? It should double the size. Yeah, now it's working. Yeah, actually maybe probably because when I gave it into pixels, that was very close to its original size, or maybe equal to its original size. That's why we were not able to see the changes. And I would actually make it to 50%, right, of the original size. I think it's not yet looking good. Yeah, now it's looking good. And what I want is for the text inside it, that is h6. Okay, so how can I target it? I can say for address 2, inside it whatever h6 is there, make the font size to be a bit bigger, and I would say add margin to it. Okay, so I would say auto, and yeah, so let's add auto only. Okay, so let's see now. Yeah, now it's looking really good. And I'll change this to 10 pixels because I do not want it to go on the new line. Oh, it became too small. Let me make it 15. I think it's looking good. Let's just set the margin a little bit better by changing it here only. So for this, there is this item, in this item, and inside this item we have the icon and we have this. Okay, so for this, uh, connect with me on Instagram. Margin is auto, which is already there, right? I need to change it. So on the top and bottom, okay, so on the top and bottom I want it 10 pixels, and on the left and right is auto. Okay, so I think this will look good. Connect with me on Instagram. Okay, so I think 10 pixels and auto, this will look good. Okay, so what I'll do is I would say margin is 10 pixels from top and bottom, and auto from left and right. Okay, now it's looking good. Now what I want to do here is basically I want that one arrow will come here, which will basically show it's a kind of link, and when you click on that it takes you to my Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter. Okay, so again we'll go to icons and let me search an icon. So I don't know what name to give it. Let us say redirect. um no, I think hyperlink. Oh, um direct to new page. I think this will be a very big and it will not give me anything definitely. And arrow. Okay, let us see if we get some side arrow. Yeah, something like this. Okay, I don't know whether this would be a very right one for it, but I'll add it for now. Okay, so along with this I would add it here, I would add it here, and I would add it here also, right? Now it will become something like this. I need a space in between. If I can do that, I think this will not work. Definitely. Okay, it worked. Okay. And what I'm thinking to do is, instead of h6, I'll make it an anchor tag because I want to give links to them. So let me make it anchor tags. So this became A, and this will also become A, and this will also become A, and at the end this will also become A. Okay. And here for all the styles, instead of h6, I'll make it A. Wow. So it font size, margin, because anchor tag is the inline element. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to make it block element. So if I make it block element, it will come on new line. Yeah, see, now I need to add the hyperlinks. So let me quickly add the hyperlinks to it. So I'll say href is equals to https instagram.com slash mushroom159. Okay. Similarly for Twitter, I would say href is equals to https colon and sorry, twitter.com and slash mushroom159, right? So, and for LinkedIn, I'll copy the link because it will have something different. So let me copy the LinkedIn link. Okay, so I'll go to my page and I'll copy this link, and I'll say href is equals to this one. Okay, and I'll also say target equals to underscore blank, so that whenever someone opens it, it gets opened in a new page. Okay, so target equals to underscore blank, and here also I would say target equals to underscore blank. Now let's see. Okay, so we have got it, but the problem with here is the color and all are changing, so we need to take care of that. Okay, actually we added the style here, but it's getting overwrite as far as I can see. Okay, let me refresh it. First of all, let me check whether it's opening the correct page or not. Okay, so it's opening my Instagram. Okay, for LinkedIn also it will open the correct page, obviously. Yes, and for Twitter, again it's taking to my page. Yeah, but it will, since we have not logged in, it will go away. Now let's inspect this, why the error is coming. So for the contact me, we have this, inside that we have this, inside that we have this, and we have the anchor tag, right? So if we look at the anchor tag, font size, this, actually color is not given, right? So color is what? White. Just a second. For the elements here, inside the address class, the color was what? Inside the address class, the main contact me, everything was white, but this is getting overwritten. No problem, we'll just change it to white. So we'll change it to white, and I do not want underline, so I will say text decoration as none. Okay, I think this will work. Yeah, I think we have done it, and we have the Instagram. Connect with me on Instagram. You have the hyperlink, you have the LinkedIn, you have the Twitter. Now I know there are 100 more things which you can do. You can definitely make it more beautiful, but the target was to align the elements in proper positions, give it some a card like look. I know still lot of things can be done, but for now the target was something like this. And one also thing which I wanted to show in this video was to how to include the fonts. So we have also included the fonts of Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter using the font awesome. And definitely we can make 100 more beautifications on this, but the main idea was to make a page where we are keeping the home address and office address in the first row, the social media handles in the second row, and both rows are in itself flex box which have elements spreaded across the row. Okay, and these two rows are among placed one above the other. So that was the target that we did it, and we were also able to integrate the fonts, and we also brought the hyperlinks. Okay, now in the next video what we will be doing is we will be making probably the education or the hobbies section. And I want see, in the first video I told that for all the education, hobbies, achievements and contact me as well as the home page, everyone will have a different overview. Okay, so this was for the contact me, simple one. For education or hobbies, whichever one we make it for the next video, I will try to add a carousel, okay, or the slider which you can see. Okay, if you cannot understand it right now, no worries, we will make it. You will get to know what I'm trying to say, and some JavaScript might also be used. Okay, so in the next class we will do that. Then the remaining two hobbies or achievements or whatever two remains, we will do it that in the further videos. And at the end we will if possible we will also add a little more beautification to it, and we will finally also make it responsive. Okay, because right now it's not responsive. So we'll add the responsiveness later on. For now I think this is a decent contact me page, and definitely if you have good design sense you can add 100 more things here and make it more beautiful. For now I think this is good to go for this video. We have made the contact me page, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.